Hello guys, it's Hashkan from Just5Team, and I will be here for you guys to do a roadmap of today, the GJ, and let's go to break down today charts. Okay, at the H4, just let's see what happened after this drop. It just went down like a big bearish candle as an anchor. It just went up as a pullback and then came down up. It just did like a sideways market, as you see. For whole of the base, this area and this area will be so important. So each way of these lines be broken and the candle close above that area or below that area, we could have a big movement. So we should be careful of these numbers. And at this area, the H4, as you see, price came down, made it like a base FTR down, and it back up, and it back to the broken FTR, broken base again, and it was today, and we have an up momentum in that area. So it just did like this. Price came down, FTR down, it break the FTR and the FTB to this area and went up. So it was so logical and easy to detect at the H4. And at the H1, what do we have, guys? It's just a broken base. It went down, up, another FTR happened, and then it did like a tiny FTR and went up. So it was a good area for buy yesterday. So it just did the best way. It just did a tiny FTR in a rally movement, and after that it just came up, rejected from that area, that number that we talk about, that it went down. And let's go to the today. As you see, guys, in that area it just came down and break this base area to where? To the fresh zone. As we talk about it at vision of the day, it tapped to this fresh zone. It was a fresh zone, okay? It tapped it, as you see, it just bullish engulfing and went up. So what I wanted to say is, if you're just focused on the higher time frame like H4 and H1, you could gain many pips. As you see, price just came to the major zone as a fresh zone, it tapped and bullish engulfing close, and it did like a Just5Team tips. This area is always a tips for entry. This area, it just, as you see, this candle has this top wick, and the next candle it just tapped this area and went up. Just think about it, guys. Just visualize it. It's a flip zone in lower time frame. When you see this type of movement, you could enter around here, that area, in higher time frame. Okay, guys, let's go to the time frame that we will enter as a trade. This area is when I start trading every day. It will be like a 1 hour before London session opening. That will be the Frankfurt open. As you see, guys, we have like this FTR, and this candle close below the FTR, and this next candle is a bearish one. So it show me that it's gonna going down, and as you see, we have this base area too. So it just break the base FTB to it and down. So that area could be like a good sell for entering, and it will be give you more than 10 pips. And exactly after the London session opening, we had this huge bullish momentum candle. Okay, for risky trade, yes, we could took it when just back in this zone with this momentum, we could took it. But for now, we are just wanted to have a safe trade. We should wait to see this candle, how this candle close. This candle close with the top wick. Okay, it just same amount of amount of this bottom wick. So it's a sign for me that says just wait for more confirmation. So if this candle was good and closed like at this area, okay, just imagine this candle closed like this, I could enter around here as a broken FTR. but because this area just rejected from this zone, and we have a rejection here, and it's a sign of the wait for more confirmation for me. So I waited more to see how and where this price gonna go, and I saw it is like a fake out. It just went down with this type of weird candle. It just went down, and breakout. It looks like a wedge, and it went up and it did like a pullback to the wedge. Just imagine it's like that. It just pulled back to the wedge, and somehow it's a fake out too. You know, this zone that we have in here, it just closed below that, and it back up to this range, and it did like FTB to the fake out zone. The next one, this candle is closed without any wick. As you know, the Just 5 Team tips is when we have a candle that doesn't have a wick, most of the time we have a reversal after that. So we could go for a buy after this here. But guys, imagine if this candle, this bearish candle closed around here, okay, it was a sell sign that it's gonna go down again. But because this candle closed around the fake out zone, it's a buy signal. So I went for a buy. And here guys, it just went out with momentum, a base happened, and it looks like a tiny FDR. So this candle closed like a bullish. We could go for a buy around here as a risky trade to the next zone that we had. And after that it just came down. Maybe you ask why we could not go for a sell in here. A rule says when we have FDR before tapping the zone, okay, you should wait for more confirmation, something like double top. So we could not go for a buy around here. And after that we had this area, this zone, and after that this candle closed above the zone, that zone that we have many rejection as it, okay, it just break the zone and close above the zone. So it was a good time for a buy. Where it go to that number that we detected from the higher time frame. And after that, because this number is like a zone that we find it from higher time frame, it just did like a double top again. Just imagine, just visualize it. If you just turn it to the like a line chart, you could see it looks like a double top. So after that we could enter around here when the candle comes down and made a supply, and we could move in the trade and enter the trade from here to the next zone, again and again. You know, it just came to the next zone. It's a big flip zone. It's a big flip zone that has been broken. It looks like a huge base. And after that we had this bullish candle. This bullish candle has been closed about the 50% of the previous candle as a bearish one. So we could enter around here to this number again. So I think after that we have a sideways market. We do not trade like in this type of market exactly. My trading time is just 1 hour after NY session opening. So that's it. Just I wanted to ask you to recap and review this roadmap again. Just you should find how this base worked and how this fake out worked and why we should not enter as a sell around here. Like and subscribe and share with your friends if you wanted to have this video more and more. Have a good night. Have a good day. Bye.